The day we found Romeo was one we'll never forget. It was a quiet afternoon when a call came in. Someone had witnessed a cat lying motionless on the side of the road. A car had hit him and the driver didn't stop. They just drove away, leaving a trail of dust and a small broken body behind. We rushed to the scene with heavy hearts, unsure of what we would find. There he was, barely moving, eyes dull with pain and confusion. His breathing was shallow. We didn't know if he had a family, if anyone was missing him, or if he had ever known what it felt like to be loved. But what we did know was that he had been terribly hurt, both in body and spirit, and we couldn't look away. We named him Romeo, because even though his heart had been broken, we hoped love would heal him. When we lifted him gently into our arms, he didn't resist. He didn't meow. He just closed his eyes, as if surrendering to fate. But we whispered softly to him, "You're not alone anymore. We're here. We've got you now." At the veterinary hospital, the x-rays confirmed our fears. Romeo's spine had been fractured. The injury left him completely unable to move the lower half of his body. The doctors were honest. The road ahead would be long. His chances of walking again were slim. But we looked at Romeo and we saw a spark. A will to live, and that was enough for us. So, we began the fight. Week after week, we returned to the vet for checkups, treatments, and physical therapy. Every small twitch of his paws, every flicker of his tail was celebrated like a miracle. Romeo spent 110 weeks in care. That's over 2 years. 2 years of daily commitment, of wiping away tears, of sleepless nights and early mornings. But never once did we feel it was too much. Because Romeo was worth it. He started to change, not just physically, but emotionally. From the terrified, silent cat we first met, he slowly transformed into someone full of life. His eyes became brighter. He began to purr when we entered the room. He greeted us with soft meows and nuzzled into our hands like he had finally found safety. The vet team wrapped him in warmth, literally and figuratively. They kept him comfortable, explored surgical options, and made sure he always felt loved. He couldn't move much, but that didn't stop him from enjoying life. He learned how to drag himself with his front legs, explore new spaces, and even play with toys. Watching him chase a small ball with sheer determination brought tears to our eyes. One day, a volunteer leaned down and whispered, "Romeo, you're the bravest boy I know." He responded by pressing his head into her chest and letting out the loudest purr we'd ever heard. Despite the spinal damage being irreversible, Romeo's health improved dramatically. His coat grew shinier, his appetite returned, and his spirit soared. After 110 weeks, Romeo had become a symbol of resilience. He would never walk again with his hind legs, but that didn't matter. What mattered was that he was alive. He was loved. He had a life filled with affection, care, and joy. And in his heart, we believe he knew it. "This is what love feels like," one rescuer said softly, as Romeo lay curled in her lap, purring gently. This is all he ever needed. Romeo's story spread far and wide. It was shared on social media, featured in local news, and talked about in rescue communities. Thousands of people followed his journey, sending love, support, and gratitude. People wrote messages like, "You're an angel, Romeo. You've touched my heart." Thank you to everyone who never gave up on him. This is why rescue work matters, and it does. Romeo is living proof. Why rescue matters. Romeo's story isn't just about an injured cat. It's about choosing love over indifference. It's about refusing to walk away, even when things look hopeless. It's about seeing the value in every life, no matter how broken it seems. His journey reminds us that rescue is more than an act. It's a promise that no animal will be left behind, that someone will fight for them, heal them, and help them believe in goodness again. To the person who hit Romeo and left him behind, you may have broken his back, but you didn't break his spirit. To everyone who supported him, you are the reason he survived. And to Romeo, thank you for teaching us that love, given freely and without condition, can create miracles.
엄마랑 있을 거야 우리 애기. 조금 풀리고 있어. 너무 이뻐 진짜. 아휴. 지금 너는 천원이다 천원이.
여기.
오우야. 예쁘시죠, 부장님. 예쁘시죠. 예쁘세요, 우리가. 너 이모 좋구나.
Please share Romeo's story. If Romeo's journey touched your heart, we ask that you share it. Share it not just for him, but for the thousands of other animals still waiting. Hurt, scared, and alone, hoping someone will care. By spreading this message, you help open hearts, you help raise awareness, you help show the world that every life matters. Because every Romeo deserves a chance to be loved, and every rescuer deserves to see that love bloom. Let's honour Romeo, let's celebrate compassion, let's keep rescuing, together we can make miracles happen.